Okay, chicken update. You may notice that the door of the coop is open, the little coop. And the moms are in the nest box and they have left their chicks behind. I don't know why they left the little nuggets behind, but they did. So, as expected, they're hollering. They're mad that mom left them behind. There she goes. She's back down now. And mom too is back down. So, as expected, the moms took the chicks out of the big coop. Now, you remember these 4 were hatched magically somehow in the big coop where the whole flock is. And I knew that it was probably going to be a problem to leave them out there. But, I had told you that I said, like, listen, mom's hatched them there. So we'll just let moms do what moms do and see what happens. Well, so that afternoon, I guess the first thing is if they hatched them in the nest box, which I assume they did, then they did manage to get out of the nest box and all these little guys kind of did a, free fall to the ground and survived. Look at mama sitting on them. She's such a good mama. So the next big challenge was going to be that they would take them outside of the coop and into the big area around the pond. And, of course, there's always a worry that they'll fall in the pond, but more of a worry was what was the rest of the flock going to think, and the fact that they can't get back up into the coop. Now, did you see that little one jump, though? He was almost up in that next nest box, wasn't he? Geez, Mom, you got to do it better. Somebody's out of the coop. Somebody has escaped. You have lost a baby. She's there. See him? See him out there? Look at Mama going to look for him. They're good mamas. So I'm going to stand up and see if we can. Now there's 2 out of the coop. Oh boy, we've got chicks everywhere. 3 out of the coop. They're on the move. They're gone. They're like little kids. So the 2 moms had taken their 4 chicks out of the big coop and into the grassy area, right? All of that's pretty normal. And it is what I expected. And of course, my concern at that point was more about them getting back into the coop than it was about anything else. So I went and, I'm at the house, I'm working, it's a normal day. And I go outside to put the dogs out and I hear a commotion. The turkeys are hollering, the guineas hollering. There's clearly, there's flapping going on. And my first thought is we have a predator. Sorry, I'm bouncing the camera because I'm talking with my arms, which is not effective when you're trying to video. So I ran down, no shoes, just one of those days, ran down to the coop, or the pond area, I should say, to go see what was going on. And my expectation is I was going to find a fox outside of the area, and that usually does set them off. We have, as of right now, there's 1 chick hollering inside the coop and 3 of them outside the coop screaming. And 2 moms that just haven't figured out what to do now. So when I get down there to the pond area, what I discovered is that the turkey and the guinea, I had apparently decided that these 4 little fluffy things, as cute as they are somehow, okay, one's back up in the coop. Another one is apparently all grown up and on the move. Whoosh. It's nice to know these guys can get back up into this little coop. And that obviously the bigger birds aren't messing with them at least too much. They're curious, but they're certainly not messing. Look at that interaction. Oh my gosh. That's got to be a little rooster, I'm telling you, with the attitude that that one has. Anyway, so the turkey had apparently decided that these little fluffy cutie pies, I mean, seriously, look how cute. These little fluffy cutie pies were nothing but terrorists that needed to be gone. And obviously unacceptable. So what I saw was not that the baby birds were being picked on, but that the two moms were getting pecked as they tried to protect their babies. And it wasn't going to hurt them, and they weren't getting, cut or anything like that. It was just stressful. Here's two moms kind of desperately trying to protect their babies, giant turkeys kind of smacking at them, trying to get to the little intruders. And it was just not something that I could leave. So I scooped up the 4 babies, and for no other place to put them at the moment, I just tossed them in here. And then ran back to go grab the moms, which of course they were less than happy about, because they have no idea that all they know is I swooped in, I took all their babies, and now I'm trying to take them, and they're like, predator, predator, something's going to eat me. So they were less than cooperative, but I finally got both of them, brought them over here. The little boogers had popped through the fence line. So look, I don't know if you've seen how tight this mesh is. It's like 1 by 1. All right, let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it at all. Yeah, there we go. So it's, it's tight. It's 1 by 1. And yep, they popped right through the bottom, out into the grass. Now, I didn't have any of the dogs with me, thankfully. These two are hilarious. They are bold, and they are brash, and they are exploring. So I did indeed get everybody back in, and I assumed once I had the moms in here that the babies would kind of, stay here. And lo and behold, the little ones that had popped out of the mesh and outside popped themselves right back through to mom. So thankfully that worked out okay. And then my other assumption was, even if the little chickens in here decided to pick on them as newcomers, intruders, etc., mom would have a much better chance of, kind of fending them off, right? The moms are bigger than these chickens. They're not fighting turkey. Okay, now we've got 3 in the coop and 1 on the outside. Thank you, Bailey. That helped. I'll help the last little one in if necessary to make sure he hangs with mom. Oh, there he is. Let's see if he pops himself back in, because he's the last man standing out here. No, maybe not. So they did end up moving into the grow out pen. In another day and a half, the little ones will be plenty big to not pop through the mesh anymore. And since they clearly aren't doing it anymore with moms here, all is well, right? All is good. Are you going to go in? You keep trying. You keep looking. And they're going to live here. So I don't know exactly what that does to change the timing of what I thought I was going to do. I figured I would go on my business trip, come back, and we'd move everybody, and these little guys will not be ready to move. So I can still execute that plan and then leave 2 moms and the 4 little ones here. Or I can just leave everybody here, let them become one big happy flock and move them all at once, which is probably what I'll do. Still debating what I do with the duck, because I would like to get the duck to the pond to be able to swim and be a duck, as opposed to hanging here with the chickens on dry land. So I don't know, maybe I'll move the duck by him or herself, which adds a little bit of stress to their lives, because right now poor duck thinks he's a chicken, so he's a chuck. This little one. He's just hanging on the corner. He's like, I don't know how to get back in. I may have to scooch him back in. But yeah, I wanted to make sure you guys got the update. I did end up moving everybody. That was part of the big debate, right? Leave them, move them, put them in the tack room. So they are in with their moms, all but one. We'll get this little one in with mom, which is going to require some effort because he is... There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. Now you're in. Oh, and the mamas are going to pick on me. Oh, this is what a protective mama chicken looks like. All right. Good for her. Give Bailey the what for chasing her babies. Of course, that, you know, all that noise winds everybody up. But yeah, she was not happy with that situation and let Bailey know. But you can see her size difference. She's bigger than the little ones. She's clearly feisty. The white mama is back in with her 4 chicks, or their 4 chicks. They're sort of communally raising them. So this one will go back in once I leave them alone. And the rest of the chicks, the little guys, are kind of like, what is going on? Look, 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 look. Make herself look big, flap her wings, scream, yell. But she's just going to go right back into the coop when she figures out that her babies are in the coop. All 4 are in the coop. The door is shut now. And she's going to go right back in and go take care of her babies along with the other mom. And we're done. There we go. Life is good again. And nobody is being picked on. Nobody is being attacked. And the dogs had a blast. And now my lunch hour is pretty much over. And it's time. She chased every single chicken and duck into the shelter there. They're like in a total panic. Don't mess with an angry mama chicken. All right. And we'll end it there. And like I said, I have to get back to work. So as always, until next time, there's work to be done. Bye for now.